Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at Bitcoin market as usual on Mondays. So this time we do not need even to take a look at the weekly chart because the price behavior on the market was very quiet. In the last week we have prepared just two updates with the minor setups that we have on the intraday charts without no actually relation to the daily chart, and because the price action that we saw on the intraday charts barely impacted on the high time frames, and picture mostly here stands the same. So today we start from the daily chart. On the daily we talked a lot about the overall background of the Bitcoin market, as technical as the fundamental in the last week. So you could review a few of our reports from the last week where we discussed in details the fundamental and technical background on the higher time frames. In two words speaking, we have the significant patterns on the monthly chart. They are bearish grabbers, and this is just significant drop of the Bitcoin market. And until they will not be erased by the market, we can't really be happy and can't relax and just be prepared for a rally. So the existence of the long-term bearish patterns makes the pressure on the market and keep everything in tension. So to get them to provide the relief, market actually has to show significant upward action and taking out finally 1040 tops. As soon as market will break it up, this will be clear confirmation that market stands on the upside trend and long-term trend, and it will continue. Until this will not happen, market, maybe the probability is not really great, but still market keep chances on the further drop on the to the downside on the daily chart and the weekly chart. And that put the shadow on all setups for the trading that we have currently on the Bitcoin market. On the daily, for example, as you can see, market broken through this area and move out of this consolidation, but take a look that this exit is very slow. So usually when the market breaks out of the pennant with a long-term upward trend, this breakout usually significant. The market takes an acceleration. So you probably saw what we talked about on the year about the flag pattern. You could see that the breakout actually was fast. But here we do not see it. We mostly see the flat action. In the combination with the bullish trend, the MACD, that makes me think that this could be a sign of the dynamic pressure. It's bearish dynamic pressure because market stands flat while trend turns bullish here. And that suggests that, chances exist that market could show downward action again. So that's why we do not see currently good opportunity for taking the long position here. would not have yet the clear patterns that we could say, yes, it's great background, let's try to take it, and at least some upward continuation could happen. But on intraday charts we have this different view. So take a look what we have on the 4 time frame chart. In fact, daily flag pattern border, pennant pattern border, starts from this top, and that's why this line is steeper. But if you all plot it here as I did here, from the point that really holds the price action, you could see that market has not broken it yet, and it's then downside tendency with the lower highs and lower lows still stands in the market. Our most recent trading is got a triple to sell right at the strong resistance. Remember this confidence resistance 94 area. We said be prepared for the 30, 300, 250, $100 drop is the minimum target of the triple two pattern should be completed. This is the 30%, for example, and that indeed has happened. But take a look what we have now. flag pattern. This flag pattern is potentially bearish by a few reasons. First of all, sell-off here is significant. I mean, in terms of the 4-hour time frame chart. Flag pattern is a classical continuation pattern that suggests that probably it could be another downward action. This is first. Second, take a look at the overall shape every time when the market shows the bounce up. It every time forms triple two patterns. Take a look. Drop, ABCD retracement. Collapse. Well, here's what some kind of the hand and shoulders. But you also could treat it as the ABCD retracement. Now again, collapse. Here's recall we also initially thought about the hand shoulders. But anyway, collapse, ABCD retracement. Now is another collapse starting. So, in the current tendency and the patterns, in the current moment, we do not see attractive background for taking the long position. I would suggest that even we could get something of that sort. On this drop, that was really actually fast, and take a look that here market forms bearish reversal swing. So this drop down to the downside is greater than previous swing up. After that, 618 retracement has happened. That is normal. It's how it should be. And now, well, personally, I think that really could be another leg down to the 90 even. Some kind of the ABCD, at least. But if market will follow this tendency further, it could be another drop. But recall what we said in the previous week, in previous analysis. This is the crucial area, that the 30% support here. It's OP. Drop below the OP will mean that we're coming probably to the XOP targets, 81.45. That's why this tendency is important, this pattern. So we could say that if market will break this area to the upside, I mean confidence resistance, and taking out at least this D point, that will be something. So currently this video I'm using very often at least, but that's just how everything stands. That indeed will be at least something, because market shows that breaking of this tendency of the lower tops will break important fib resistance level, and well, it will be some kind of upward continuation. With these circumstances, we could start to speak about further upward continuation. That will give us something to talk about. Well, in this case, market could reach the next level of 98, and potentially that could be kind of the head and shoulders pattern here, with a further hint on the possible action. But market has to do this to make us start to speak about it. Currently, at this point, I do not see any good signs for taking the long position. For going short, well, theoretically it's possible, but your stop will be at the invalidation point and at about the area that we have just discussed. So breaking through this area, erase bearish context. Theoretically, you could try to maybe place stop tighter, but absolute value that is works like the vital area is, of course, the D point in the confidence resistance. So the stop theoretically should be above here, this area. Well, that is the question of the risk-reward calculation. This is up to you, but you could think and decide whether it makes sense to go short or not. But in the current moment, I would say that personally, there's no inspiration to go long. This is definitely. So that's our view on the Bitcoin market. Let's see what will happen. Yes, guys, in the final moment, also that what I do not like is that if you'll take a look at the stock market, in general, is climbing higher. In Europe, in the United States, in recent time, the correlation between the Bitcoin and stock market increases, and the fact that Bitcoin stands flat and even dropping, it's also, well, could be the warning factor. This is the final point that I would like to say. So let's see what we'll get this week, what the progress will be, and then we'll update our videos, our view as usual in our videos.